What's going on, guys? It's time for another flea market slash Goodwill findings pickup video. Like with the last one, as I said in the last video, this is going to be another short one to see whether or not you guys prefer short or long videos. So we're going to get started right away, as always, with the stuff I got at the flea market. Now, the first thing is something I was looking for, is Jack 3. I previously picked up Jack 2 and 1 in earlier episodes. The only one I'm missing now is the racing game. As I've said before, Jack is not one of those series that I ever liked as a kid, and same thing with Sly Cooper. I was always a Ratchet and Clank guy. I always preferred that game over the 3, and Sly Cooper, Jack, and Ratchet and Clank were kind of competing against each other back in the PS2 days. So I figure I will try this series out at some point. I did actually really enjoy the racing game, so whatever. You know, it's one of those things I got to try again, or attempt again, to see if I've grown to like it over the years. Next is Nicktoons Battle for Volcano Island. The reason I got this was that it kind of almost looks similar to the Marvel Ultimate Alliance games, or the whatever the X-Men equivalent of that is, where it's kind of like the camera's top down and you're fighting in a whatever, and you can swap between different characters to do their abilities and whatnot. I thought that was the Marvel Ultimate Alliance, and the X-Men games were fantastic. So I figured, okay, if this is kind of similar, which I don't know if it is or not, then it might be pretty good, because I'm a fan of Nickelodeon, at least back in the day. I actually don't like Fairly Odd Parents or mid to newer SpongeBob, so I was always a fan of like the first 2 seasons. I do like Danny Phantom, though. That's a great show that didn't get enough credit for being good. Next, we have Dave Mirra Freestyle BMX 2. Reason why I bought this is because of what it says on the back, and it completely sold me on the game, even though I was going to get it regardless. Create your own dream BMX park with a state-of-the-art park editor featuring interactive themes, hundreds of pieces, and a free roaming camera. Why is that a big deal to me? Because back in the day, in the Tony Hawk games, I always used to use the create a park editor thing, and I used to make some pretty awesome parks. So when I saw that, sold, because I will definitely make some parks on this game. I always was a big fan of that, as long as the park editor on that is not shit. Next, we have Extermination for the PS2 as a label upgrade. I already own the game, but the one I owned was GameStop generic case with no manual. So this is a kind of a big deal, even though the game is like dirt cheap anyway. It's a big deal to me because I love Extermination. It's a horror game that's kind of like flown under the radar. Not many people really know about it, to be honest, but I think it's great. I'm actually quite sad that it didn't get like a sequel on the PS3 or PS4, which it wouldn't, because why would it? But it's a great game. If you like horror games, if you like third-person shooters, survival horrors, this is a pretty good pickup. Is it scary? Not really, but it's just it has a lot of suspense. And it's like I said, it's a great game. Excuse me. Next, we have Enemy Territory Quake Wars. I've rented this at some point, and I think I liked it. So that's why I picked it up. I got it for a good price. It's not really that expensive anymore. I think it's like a couple bucks at GameStop these days, and if I do come across the PS3 version, I'll pick it up as well, because that's my preferred system. Everyone has their preferred system. There's no one that sits here and loves every single system, you know what I mean? So yeah, I did remember enjoying this game quite a bit. I thought it was interesting. I kind of wish they made more of those, like just 1 or 2 more. You know, thought it was a good game, at least from what I remember. Now the next thing is a little bit interesting. Not necessarily the games itself, but the story behind it. I got Uncharted and Uncharted 3. I already own Uncharted 2, so this kind of completes the trilogy, not counting, obviously, the one that's coming out on PS4 or the HD, I guess, remaster on the PS4. Now, the story behind this is that the guy, I picked up this game, both of these games, and some others, but let's just talk about these games, and asked how much they were. He goes, oh, $20 each. Immediately I put it down because, whoa, that's overpriced for these games, considering you could pick up very cheap at GameStop. And he goes, how about 10 each? And I go, nah, you can get them at GameStop for like $4 a piece. Or, not 10, yeah, $10 each, he said. $4 a piece. And he goes, okay, how about 10 for both? I go, well, no, because I could still pay $8 at GameStop. So there's really no reason for me to do that. And he goes, okay, fine, I'll take 8. How do you go from a total of $40 all the way down to 8 in less than a minute? Like, you know what I mean? Isn't that bizarre to anyone out there? I mean, that's a pretty fucking monstrous gap in the price there. I mean, how much did you pay for it so that you're selling it for only $8 when your original price was 40? That was one of the more bizarre moments I've had at the flea markets of late. You know, there's other things like people just being dickheads or whatnot, but that was such a strange negotiation. But okay. Next, we have the stuff I got from Goodwill. I think all of this I got it in one day, but I'm not entirely sure. But first up, we have 4x4 Evo 2. I already have the original game, and this is the sequel, obviously, because it's 2 at the end of the game. Never played it. Pretty interested in it because I have played one of the 4x4 games at one point, maybe the one on the Wii. I think that's what I said the last time I picked up a 4x4 game. Next, we have... I don't know why I picked this up, to be honest with you. It was one of those things that was like, this exists. Cat in the Hat for the Xbox. Apparently there's over 20 delightful levels. I don't really know what to say. I don't know what to say. What the hell do you say? It's just bizarre. Next we got Timesplitters, Future Perfect. I own the first 2 on the PS2, so I don't know if this is different or not, because I don't remember the first one having Future Perfect. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'll have to look at it later, but yeah, I like Timesplitters, so that was pretty cool, finding it for the Xbox. That's a game, even though I have it on the PS2, if I have it on the Xbox, I don't really care. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2X. I didn't know this existed. Like, I'm a big Tony Hawk's Pro Skater fan. And when I came across this, I was like, wait a minute, 2X? Because Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2 came out on the PS1. It didn't come out on the PS2, did it? No, it didn't. What's different? Well, 24 levels, 5 exclusive new levels, plus all the levels from Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2. Improved skate park editor, and create a skater, now including female skaters. Incredible graphics and gameplay experience, taking full advantage of the Xbox, and that's all I think that's on there, other than, you know, probably other various minor things, but that's awesome. I would definitely love to play that sometime soon on the Xbox. Next is something a little bit interesting. It is a, I guess, dual pack of limited edition Mech Assault 2 Lone Wolf, and on the other side is Xbox Arcade, which I guess includes Miss Pac-Man. Don't know what else comes with it. Maybe this isn't... Oh no, this is just a free Xbox Live Arcade disc, so I don't know what the hell this Mech Assault 2 Lone Wolf 2... or Lone Wolf is. Maybe it's just like an advertisement or something. Either way, you know, considering... I wonder what's on this. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I don't know what the hell I was talking about considering. My brain just kind of goes. Next, we got Wii Sports Resort. Now, there's tons of compilation games on the Wii. 90% of them are shit. Wii Sports Resort is probably the best one on the Wii system by far. It's such a great game. I just need to get a Wii Motion Plus now, but that's not exactly super expensive, so that's good. this is a great game. If you ever played Wii Sports, like the original one on the Wii, this is a million times better. It's so much fun. I highly, highly recommend it if you're into like compilation games that aren't shit. 2 more left. I'll save the biggest one for last. Midnight Club 2. I've never played a Midnight Club game that I'm aware of. So when I saw this, I was like, oh, okay, I'll give it a shot. Why not? And I'm starting to get more into racing games, as I've said previously. So that's why I picked it up. Now, the biggest one I got was the most expensive one at Goodwill. The new Super Mario Bros. For the Wii. Or Brothers for the Wii. Here's the funny thing. I hate this game. Like, okay, hate is a bit strong. I played through like 30 or 40 levels. I'm probably over-exaggerating there, but I thought it was so boring. Like, the level design I thought was so boring, and it kind of ruined the whole thing for me. I'm sure there's other people out there that disagree and agree with me. Maybe I just need to get to more of the later on levels to actually get some enjoyment out of it. Probably. I mean, that's kind of how these Mario World type games go. But, like, the first couple worlds, it's just, it was dragging. It was, like, it was not fun. It did not remind me of, like, Super Mario World, where it was just so much fun. I couldn't stop playing it. This was, like, how much longer until I get to a level that is enjoyable? I gotta give it another try. I gotta go into it like, okay, I've never played this before, because if I go into it negative, then I'm gonna come out of it negative. You know, and that's the problem I think with these days with gamers, is that they see a game that they think looks shit, so they go into it with a negative, like, closed mind, instead of playing a game with an open mind and seeing whether or not it's enjoyable. But yeah, I mean, that's, again, I just got to give it another try. So that's it, everyone. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.